Hello, my name is Jim Watts and I am with Cascade Sports, and today we are here at the Negro League in Kansas City, Missouri. We have a very special guest, Mr. John Carlos. How are you doing today?
I'm doing real fine. It's an honor for me to be here with Cascade today, and even more of an honor to be here at the Negro League Hall of Fame Museum.
Yes. Why don't you give us a little brief description about who John Carlos is?
Well, I used to say back in the day, John Carlos is my name and track and field is my game. I started as a young man coming out of Harlem, New York, in terms of how I was going to make my niche in society. The New York Police Department was after me a couple, 2-3 times, never really got a hold of me. They went to my dad directed them to me. They came to me and told me that they felt there was some injustices taking place in the freight yards, and they don't know who it is, they think they know who it is, and we're going to catch them. But in the interim, they told me, say, you have a talent, and told me that I was a runner. I was a runner. I kind of smirked when they told me I was a runner. I thought it was kind of interesting that they would say I was a runner when everyone in the neighborhood ran. The women ran, the kids ran, the daddies ran, the dogs ran. But they told me to say, no, you're special. And I think that was the entry into track and field in the beginning of my journey in terms of what will I do with this talent that God gave me. I chose to use my talent as a stepping stone to enhance the society in which I felt it could be a better life for all people.
Yeah, that's what America's all about, is a melting pot of a lot of different skill sets and a lot of talents. Why don't you tell us about the Olympics in 1978? Is that okay?
1968.
1968, I'm sorry.
No problem. You know, time flies, we all getting older when the dates are getting fuzzy. But 1968 was a very courageous time in history, particularly in black history in America. We was going through the civil unrest, we was going through the civil rights movement, and we had some young, exciting athletes in the world of track and field. Gathered there at San Jose State, California. They were talking about doing possibly a boycott of the Olympic Games. At that particular time, I was attending school at East Texas State University in Commerce, Texas. I heard about this potential boycott that they were talking about, and I thought it was very interesting that some young individuals could come together and feel that they would be willing to sacrifice to make a significant difference in our society, to prove a point, to bring about strife that we had for people of color, blacks in particular in the United States. So I migrated on to San Jose State and became a big, significant part. I used to like to use the phrase that they was the bomb, but I was the wick that brought the fire. To organize, to educate, to influence individuals to come together, to mold themselves together as one, to make a significant statement to let society know that we have so many ills in society that affect black people in particular, and people of color throughout the world. And something needs to be done. We want to galvanize society, and we didn't know quite how to do it other than boycott the games. When the boycott was called off because many individuals could not see themselves sacrificing an opportunity of 15 minutes in the sun, God put it in Dr. Smith and our mind that we can do something even greater than a boycott that would be everlasting. So I'm just gracious and happy and excited with the fact that God chose me to be one of those individuals to make a significant difference in society.
How important has attitude and setting goals played in your life?
Well, you know, it wasn't about attitude, it wasn't even about goals. It was about using the opportunities that I had and talents that I realized God gave me, and perfecting those talents, to use those talents as a springboard into me having the opportunity to do better things. Had I not become a superstar in track and field, I don't think you would be before me now with the camera in the center of you. I would not be able to stop people in the corner and have a conversation about who are you? What do you want out of society? What is happening with your child's education? Haven't you got a decent housing situation yet? What about employment? I think they would have never paid attention to John Carlos had not perfected my game to raise up to the level where people say, I was listening to this individual had to say.
You know what? Today we heard it best at the Negro League in Kansas City, Missouri. Mr. John Carlos.
CMG wants you to always remember, the victory we call success goes to the best prepared. When you invest in your community, you're really just investing in yourself. Thanks.